You're single. You're not a CEO. You are not graduating with honors. It's like, what am I actually doing? Hello guys, welcome back to Atela.
Today we'll be talking about things you learn in your 20s.
But I'm 21, so calm down. I can already see you're not 20 something. I'm 21, and I'll be speaking about things I've learned in my early 20s and kind of late teens, because yes, I'm 21, but yeah, I still have experiences to share. So listen, find out what we learned in our 20s and late teens, and maybe we can save you some drama, some wahala, you know, by sharing our experiences, and maybe you can relate. Just pull up with my face.
Okay, one of the first things we've learned in our 20s is depression. Depression.
Yes, very true.
I don't know, maybe some of you can relate, but being in your 20s is quite hard and depressing. Uni, work, social life, even just social media, going on social media as well is very depressing.
We were having this conversation last time that like we don't even get to live our best lives. Let me just speak for youths in Germany, because every time we're talking to each other, it's like, oh, this uni is killing me. Don't even ask anyone any question about university. Like, if you see, don't even ask how is uni, because someone will start crying.
That question
Like,
is very rude,
to be honest. So it's like we are so focused on university because we're scared of failure, because our parents came and made it somehow, and we want to do better than them. Or if your parents came here and studied or whatever, you already have that pressure. Okay, my parent came from a foreign country, made it. What more of me? I'm struggling. I'm not supposed to be struggling. And then you deprive yourself of enjoyment because you feel like, I don't deserve to enjoy. Like, I feel this exam.
Honestly, like, why should I be enjoying? Why should I go out and eat now with my friends? Why should I go out and party right now when I didn't do good on the, like, let's say maybe an exam or some paper I had to hand in? It's like, no, I will sit in my room, leave the windows closed, lay in my bed, have some cereal and sleep.
Honestly,
just be like that.
I've done that before, like for a few days straight. When I was
it's like you're apartment for a week straight.
I was there for like days straight. It was dark. I said, no, I don't deserve to be happy. And it's like, we Africans, we are not taught how to live a balanced life. Exactly. Because our parents just put in our heads that we need to excel. So we want to excel. And anytime you face difficulties, we have noticed that once you mention that is difficult or like stress, or what type of stress are you even talking about? These European children, this small school, like
you have the language.
Honestly. So you already feel very strange speaking up. You will not speak up when you're going through something because you feel like Masad will just dismiss it and I'm just the only one. But at the end of the day, you can't come and kill yourself
at all. And we Africans, we don't even know depression. Most of us are depressed most of the time, but we just don't know, because we're just so used to hardship that it's just like, okay, I'm just going through a small phase now, like this will be finished. But you mentioned another point of what we learn in our 20s: failure. Because when you leave school, in school, I mean, most of us, like someone like Lem, she was quite a bright kid, you know, you're doing well, passing all your exam, A student,
and then came uni. Oh my god.
Like,
oh my god. That's all I'm gonna say to this.
You will learn failure. Failure at uni.
And that's the worst thing. School does not prepare us.
Exactly. School does not prepare
us. Like, especially for someone that was used to excelling without putting in any work. And then I'm in this place where there are so many people that are as intelligent, so it's like competition. And secondly, you cannot just sit down and not study and pass. And like, I'm not talking about pass as in pass with like an A. You actually have to put in work. So once you fail, and especially if you've not failed or not even had a bad grade through your entire career in school, you just feel like you're so stupid. You feel like you're so dumb. You keep on comparing yourself to the people that are doing better than you. Like, why is it working out for them
and not for me?
And that brings us to the next point, where I wanted to talk about comparison. which is the thief of joy. We feel like we hear it all the time, blah blah blah. We hear it all the time. You hear it, but you don't actually listen to the meaning of comparison is the thief of joy. Because
Do not compare.
listen, if you
want to be happy,
especially Instagram, if you want to be comparing yourself to people on Instagram, they'll tell you that if you don't leave quarantine and you don't have a business, you are
not made
useless.
Don't you see your mates out there, even here on campus, driving Porsche cars?
You're just dumb. Just go and cry somewhere in one corner because they have tied your destiny in a village and you cannot prosper. Like everyone is telling you need to be an entrepreneur, you need to be a CEO, you need to be this, you need to be
you have
that.
to have the perfect figure, you need to be perfect students. You see these people that take pictures of their table when they're learning, their laptop straight, their coffee, everything marked in nice colors. That's not how life works.
Honestly.
That's not how life works.
Honestly. And it creates so much pressure for you because you feel like you're not doing as much as your mates are doing. People are getting married. People are doing this. People are in relationships. You're just there by yourself in your corner. Or you're single. You're not a CEO. You are not graduating with honors. It's like, what am I actually doing? What's the essence of and the purpose of my life on this earth?
Or you see people traveling, you're like, God, why can that not be me? Your time will come.
And I feel like we just get lost in this whole comparison thing.
Yeah.
That we don't make the best out of what is presented to us. Like if you see someone traveling to Thailand, well, you can't afford traveling to Thailand, but you can explore like the next biggest city around you. Like a lot of us we sit down and complain, oh, we don't have money to travel, we're so broke. Well, then there are quite a few interesting cities around you. We live in Europe. If you have a European passport, you can travel to so many countries, but you've put it in your mind that you need to achieve what that person is achieving.
Abu Dhabi.
And if you are not
Dubai,
if you are not there,
Jamaica,
I'm telling you, Bali. Just go up to my face. And if you're not doing that, you're basically failing. So what's the point of even doing anything else? It can't live up to other people's standards.
Exactly.
Stop it. It's not cute.
But you mentioned another one. Finances.
Oh, finances.
Your finances in your 20s will be doing like this. Up and down. University life, finances, between going to school, working, like you can't be rich whilst going to school. Except you're already coming from a rich home. Your finances will be doing like this.
They really be doing like this.
Be playing drum with your life. It's not gonna work. Like I work 1 week. I'll leave the house, come back in the evening, straight to bed. I could not read, I could not do anything. So it's like you have to find a balance. Either you're working or you're going to uni, or maybe some people have jobs that are not like so hard they can balance both of it. But most of the time it's not possible. Or some have finance, like what's it called? BAföG, student finance. And in your 20s, that's when you learn how to use student finance. Because how we used money before, we did not know how to use money. We're just spending it. If you think about it, you have student finance, you even have a scholarship. You don't know where the money went to. But now at this age, it's like we're trying to think of investments. This is where you learn how to deal with your finances better.
Another thing I personally learned in my 20s is making your intentions clear. That's how you end up finding yourself in entanglements. You're not in a relationship, you're in an entanglement. Because you cannot express how you feel, what you feel, and what you want and what you don't want.
I am tired of your uncaring attitude. To hell with you, I hate you. Kiss me if you love me.
Exactly.
So people don't know what type of repercussions it can have for other people. Like I've met really insecure individuals, and you just find out that it's some random relationship with some random person that wasn't even taking them seriously that has made them develop some specific kind of insecurity, because maybe you felt like you were in a relationship, the other person either made it clear and you did not want to accept it, or the person did not make it clear that you're not in a relationship, and at the end you people go separate ways, and then some people feel inadequate, and they, especially girls, walk around trying to get validation from men because this one person did not appreciate them. So people really don't know that maybe for you, this one little thing where you're like, I just want to have fun, I'll not make my intentions clear, I'll just be putting that person in limbo. But there are a lot of people out here that are actually really broken because of some random relationship when they were like 19 or 20. And obviously accepting when people make their intentions clear, like if someone says, I don't want this, I don't want a relationship, or I want a relationship, accept it.
Well, another point will be, do not hold on to friendships just based on memories you have with them.
Honestly,
What I've learned is that, especially like in your 20s, early 20s, going to mid 20s, you develop,
in the beginning, in the beginning,
you develop.
oh my God,
that's the word you're looking for. Oh my God.
You develop so much like into your person, and you just like, we all change. I find, like, when I look at like my friends from back then and now, sometimes when you have conversations you realize that, you know what, we've all had our journeys and we've all groomed ourselves into the people we are. We're quite different. It's not the same as back then. Back then, what was important to you is different from what's important to you now. So I feel like sometimes, like, you just have to let some people go.
Embrace change.
Exactly.
In every
like,
way.
It's fine.
Yes.
It's not by
Embrace,
force.
yeah.
You don't have to have friendships that are 20 years old. Like, it's nice to have people you grew up with, but when you realize that, okay, you know what, it's not working, then it's not working.
Yeah, and change is very important, because people, and especially with things like opinions, someone will come and tell me that, oh, Lem, you said this thing last week, now you're saying, listen, I am allowed to evolve. I'm very sorry if you're not evolving. I am evolving, and I'm changing my opinion, and I could have said something yesterday and I will backtrack today because I have educated myself on that topic and noticed that I lacked the knowledge.
Yeah.
So now I've acquired the knowledge, I am giving you an updated opinion. Live with it. Why am I not allowed to change my opinion?
What I learned about forgiveness, I've learned that forgiveness is not for that person, for the person you're forgiving, but for your own personal health, your mental health. For me, forgiveness is for myself, to just let go of things and just be like, you know what, I forgive you. I forgive this, our dispute we have. I forgive this you've done to me. And I've found that a lot of times we hang on to things that someone has done, and it blinds us. Like, you're blinded by the fact that this person has done this. You can't even see that maybe this person has improved, this person has changed, even maybe this person has become a better person. So it's like, I've learned not to hang on things as much. It's like, just like, okay, you know what, it's fine. Obviously you learn, you're still wary sometimes, but there's so much good you can get out of people if you just let go of certain things.
If you have forgiven someone, you cannot move on, because if when the person's name is mentioned, you feel some sort of hatred or resentment towards that person, that is emotional labor that you are doing at that time.
Yeah.
For someone else that does not even think about you, that is not even, you're not even in their minds, but you're putting in that emotional labor and you're under distress because you haven't moved on. So forgiveness, you're not doing it for someone else that the other person feels good. They don't even care about you. You're doing it for yourself, so that whenever that person's name is mentioned, it's like, it doesn't mean anything to you. You don't feel any emotions, and that's just it. So there are many more things we've learned in our 20s, but we're just gonna leave it at that for you guys. Let us know what you think, what you've learned in your 20s, late teens, and if you can relate to our experiences. Why are you laughing? It's not a joking stuff.
No, it's a joking stuff.
So
thank you guys for watching. Don't mind all this show. Just let us know what you have learned. We're really excited to read about it, and tune in for our next video. Bye.
Bye. Well, people always, it's like everything has to has
Jesus!
oh yo.
Try.
It's like it's our